Red and Blue. I'm Nancy Cordes, coming to you from our Washington bureau. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, with Election Day nearing, we are getting a better understanding of the groups of American voters who could make or break control of Capitol Hill. CBS News has conducted tens of thousands of interviews with voters about their motivations and priorities ahead of the November elections. And we found 4 categories of what you might call election influencers. Here to explain who those influential voters are and which way they're trending are 2 of my CBS News colleagues, Anthony Salvanto, our executive director of elections and surveys, and political correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns. Welcome to both of you. Okay, Anthony, first up, what is an election influencer and how did you come up with these 4 categories?
Hey there, Nancy. We wanted to take a look at the way voters see this campaign and this election through their eyes, not through ours. And so we've got all this polling data that you mentioned where they've been telling us the way that they are processing all that's going on. And the first one I want to get to right now, because this is such an influential group, are the pressured parents. Because for years during the pandemic, parents told us that they were wrestling with all the rules and requirements and also the stress of keeping their kids healthy. And then, as soon as that started to abate, they got hit with inflation. And these parents and these voting parents told us that they felt like they were pressured by inflation. They're having trouble making ends meet. So in this group, what we find is that not only have they felt stressed dealing with COVID, they're concerned about affording goods and services. And in their vote, the economy is really important. These folks are trending a little bit Republican right now. It's 47-40 Republican, but they're an essential group of these 4 that I really want to watch because on one hand, as I mentioned, they don't like the way the economy is going. On the other hand, they say, well, the Republicans might be more for the wealthy than the middle class. So there's a little bit of conflict there. That makes them a key group to watch, Nancy. I'm going to show you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, tell me about the next group. These are the Trump true believers, as you're calling them.
True believers. Look, you can't understand the election without understanding this group, which is really the center of gravity in the Republican Party right now. These are folks who consider themselves part of the MAGA movement as well as Republicans. So that's as distinct from all Republicans. And one of the hallmarks here is that they see the Democrats more as enemies than just political opposition. They, of course, want the party to be loyal to the former president, hence part of the name. But also, these are folks I think are worth watching. We know they're going to vote Republican if they vote. The Republican Party needs them. You see Republican candidates talking about things like election denialism. They certainly want to hear that. They want to hear that loyalty to the former president, even though those things are net negative for the rest of the electorate. So that helps you understand the rhetoric in this campaign and what Republican candidates are saying and doing. And then the other part, the other one I want to talk about here, and I know Caitlin has a lot of good insights on this as well, is the restoring Roe voters, because this is very simply women who are essentially single-issue voters on abortion rights. They tell us a candidate has to agree with them on the measure. They want abortion to be legal. And these are so important because I'm going to watch whether their ranks can grow. If the Democrats, get their message across, they want the size of this group to expand. But, of course, there's the economy out there that's sort of competing for attention. And that's why this is such a key group, Nancy.
And then the 4th group, Anthony, that you described, you're calling the young and the restless. And I'm guessing these are not people who like to watch soap operas.
Well, maybe not. They certainly are a mystery. And there's certainly a story here in the sense of, will they show up? This group is the least likely age group to show up. These are under 30 voters without kids. We know that they've been pressed by the economy like a lot of folks. We know that they interact with the campaign through social media. They also have them tell us they think older generations had it easier than they do. However, they're 6% of the electorate right now. Only 4 in 10 say they're definitely going to vote. If they do vote, they vote majority Democratic, so the Democrats have a better chance. But right now, if they're staying home, the numbers that we estimate right now, that puts a damper on Democrats' chances. And therefore, that is another reason we want to make this group one of our influencers. They can influence the election by whether or not they decide to vote in the first place, Nancy.
Such an interesting way to look at the electorate. It's not as simple as red versus blue. Some of these groups cross party lines, and the big question is how many people in each of these groups will actually turn out on Election Day. Anthony Salvanto, thank you so much for breaking it down.